On the defense, the Assassin's Creed Revelations 100% sync walkthrough. There's actually no 100% sync challenge in this mission, but I figured it'd be worth doing a little voiceover for this just to kind of explain how this new mode works. This is basically a tower defense mode, and it's not nearly as interesting as most tower defense games are. There is no snaking involved in this. If you've played tower defense games before, you know that one of the challenges in it is finding and building the path to maximize the time that your enemies are going to spend before they get to the final goal. There's none of that at all in this. So I'll explain what is in this. Basically what you have to do is you put the Templar or the Assassin captains on each roof that you want to put archers and other killing units on top of. The captains also generate income for you slowly, but not a lot. It's not really and you can only build a very limited amount of them. There's only, on this one, I think there's 3 different rooftops that you can put them on. And they generate very little income, so they're almost a non-factor. The second thing is you have those archers, and you can put 3 of them to a group only on rooftops where you have the captains. So you can't just put thousands of them down, and there's a very limited amount of space that you can put them on in little groups of 3. You can also build these walls to slow down the progress of the enemies that are progressing, because they will have to destroy the walls before they make any further progress. Ezio can also use his gun to kill enemies that are coming, just by hitting X. Infinite ammo, not a big deal. Ezio also has access to a cannon. If you hit left bumper, if you just tap left bumper, a cannon volley will come down. If you hold down left bumper, you can have a much larger cannon barrage come down. But in the top left corner, you can see you only have 3 total cannon shots. It's just like calling in your assassins if you've played other Assassin's Creed games. I think Assassin's Creed Brotherhood introduced that new concept. Anyway, similar to that, it kind of recharges slowly over time. So basically just keep building different archers, and when you can, you're going to want to build a whole bunch of riflemen, because killing all the ground units is not the challenge at all. And this is one of the reasons that I really do not like this mode at all, is because the first 95% of these tower defense things are incredibly simple, provide no challenge whatsoever, and then the last 5%, there will be a huge battering ram vehicle basically that's going to come in and just mow through all your defenses, and they're incredibly hard to kill. So the challenge of these are extremely backloaded, and you're completely unprepared for when this final tank thing comes through. So you can also upgrade your defenses, so it takes longer for your barricades to fall. Definitely do that, and just build tons of riflemen. And if you play tower defense games before, you know that there's different kinds of units. The riflemen do more damage, but they fire slower. And I think they do more damage to the armored big tank thing that comes along. And if you play it smart, and I'll explain how this works in a different video, you'll never have to do this mode again for the rest of the game. You may want to, just to kind of see how it evolves, because you do unlock new units throughout, the more times you play it. But it's not fun. It's not worth playing. You can also loot dead enemies on the ground just by hitting B. You kind of move that little cursor around, and if you point it over some of the dead enemies on the ground, you'll get a little, you can see some of them are kind of glowing white. If you put your cursor over them and hit B, you'll get some extra money or some extra morale points to spend. The morale is basically the currency for this. I haven't explained that. Anytime you kill an enemy, you get morale points, and you slowly gain morale over time. you know. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. This is the final unit, and it's 10 times harder to kill than anything else you've seen so far. And it's just like there's a really good chance you're gonna fail the first time if you're not prepared to this stupid little thing. So use all your cannon shots on this thing. Just keep constantly shooting it, and yeah, that's basically how this new tower defense mode works.